park with 256 acres of, hey, I'm over here. Okay, I get it. Love is in the air. Who has time to go for a hike? Well, I think we can come up with a couple of reasons. Let's go for a romantic hike in Hart Park. Take a drive down to Newhall, you'll find Hart Park. On first glance, it looks like a regular park, but it quickly begins to reveal some incredible hiking trails, historical buildings, and wildlife. When William S. Hart died, he donated his entire property to the city of Los Angeles for the public to enjoy. Now, Hart was the Western star of the silent film era, and in 1927 completed construction on Hart Mansion on a windy hill. He dubbed it La Loma de los Vientos, which translates to Hill of the Winds. The mansion stands today as a museum with guided tours.
William S. Hart was a very generous and awesome person. Back in the day, he gave this park to the community. He wanted to give back to the community that helped him make the nickels and dimes that he made back then. I was born here, and one of the things is it's the home atmosphere. Having Bill Hart here, it was his home. I have that connection as well. I lived out here. Yes, the animals are awesome, the history, but it's when I enter here, it's another world. And it's the connection I feel because I grew up here, and it's just a great atmosphere.
Looking on a map, you'll notice a couple of hiking trails, not too steep and fairly shaded. You're sure to encounter some of Hart Park's native wildlife. Out on the trail, we came across ground squirrels, whip-tailed lizards, and scrub jays, often mistaken for blue jays. Don't have to go to Yellowstone National Park to see some bison. Although not native to the area, this herd of American bison are descendants of a herd donated by Walt Disney in the early 60s.
And our American bison actually all descend from the original herd. In 1962, Walt Disney donated to the park. So it's kind of neat. They're also a living legacy for the movie industry, for Southern California, and from Walt Disney himself.
And that's not the only non-native animal that Hart Park has.
Welcome to Hart Park Barnyard, and I am the animal keeper. And we have 74 animal residents here, several different types of animals. I've got American bison, I've got a mule deer, I've got horses, a donkey, turkeys, ducks, chickens, geese, pheasants, rabbits, tortoises, potbelly pigs, and wild boars. So I've got quite a nice assortment. So again, 74 animals total. And what's really cool is that William S. Hart actually put it in his will. He had the foresight, the vision for the future to have this place be a free park to give back to the people, but he actually put it as a condition of the will that there had to always be animals here because he was such an animal advocate long before it was cool or in vogue. So what's really neat is, again, his pinto pony that starred in the movies with him, Fritz, his grave is here, and actually there's a dog graveyard where 12 of his favorite dogs are buried. So he was very much into advocating animals, and that legacy lives on in this park.
There's a ton of stuff to explore in Hart Park, including a small town of historic buildings known as Heritage Junction. Maintained by the Santa Clarita Historical Society, this makeshift ghost town is a great glimpse into the past.
Well, Heritage Junction is a conglomeration of 8 historic buildings that have, and a train, can't forget the train, that have been moved and saved because they were going to face the wrecking ball. We decided to save them and move them from their original location to this location. Heritage Junction is really our history. I mean, this is the history of Santa Clarita. This is where it is our headquarters for our archives are here. It's just a special place. I mean, and I honestly get people that come here that say, we've lived in this town for 25 years. We didn't even know this place existed. So we're trying to get a lot of more people to see this place, and it is our history.
Hope we were able to inspire some Valentine's Day ideas. Each episode that we do is a work of love, and you can show your love by liking this video, sharing it with your friends, and don't forget to comment below. Until next time, get out there and happy trails. Valentine's Day, Hart Park.